Hello everyone, Ferb here, and welcome back to Factorio episode number 14. How are you guys doing? I'm back. We're going to be playing some more Factorio. So, last episode we set up the train and we got it to go down to the iron mine over here. So, that's actually running pretty good. In fact, that iron mine is actually getting close to running out. So we're just going to take a quick trip down there. We just head on down this way, just drive that car, drive it all down, there we go. Just gonna make our way down this way, and over here. So, if we take a look over here, we can see that I've actually depleted the majority of the upper part of this iron area over here. So most of this is gone, in fact, that is done too. You're done. All of that's done. Then just remove all that, there we go. And I'm gonna leave. So I threw a few of these in here. You'll notice that the way the belts are being combined here is actually using a splitter. So what it does is going to take equal amounts from both areas. So it's going to take equal amounts from here, and that way we can empty this out in more of a controlled way, if that makes any sense. More of a more of an equally distributive way, sort of, yeah. And this splitter here, I've got a lot of these around. I don't have any on the output line, but if we head up to the copper mine later, I'll show you. I've got these splitters here, and what they do is you'll notice they split the belt, and they send one part this way and one part this way. So even if we had, let's just say, one line of iron ore coming in here, it splits it into two separate lines and puts it on two separate sides of this belt. So the belt is going to be full on both sides, and that just sort of allows you to saturate the belt evenly. And yeah, so that's that, and there's quite a few more things that I need to talk to you guys about. First off, you might notice that I've got all these little lights here. Now these lights are set to if a red signal is activated. If it's at 1, then you're going to turn on. So where is the red signal being sent from, you might be asking? Well, first off, actually, it also is set to use color, which means if a colored signal, for example, red is sent out, this is actually going to turn red. So I'm going to show you guys that right away. So if we head on our little vehicle and we head up back to the base, you'll notice that if we head over by where our train is, up here, cool, there we go. You'll notice that over here, I've actually got this little circuit right here. So what this does is it says, first off, you can see there's a little iron stick on that conveyor belt. That's important. So this conveyor belt here will only run if there's a green signal active. If the green signal is greater than 0, it's active and it's going to run. And it's going to allow this stick to move through. When the stick passes through this conveyor belt here, it reads the stick and it sends it to the decider combinator. It says if there's an iron stick, output a red signal. And what that does is it allows our system to say, hey, actually it's going to do it right away. So as soon as this chest empties out, we got 14, 8, and 2, and here we go. You'll notice that that conveyor belt started spinning, and now these lights are flashing red, telling us if we're around the train tracks to be like, now we know, oh crap, better be careful, we don't want the train to hit us, because we know it's running currently. And that is why I've got all those. I don't know if I mentioned this last episode, probably not, but I also have, there was a small stone patch here that I was mining up, so I had the train coming over here. We're not using stone for anything though currently, so it's just sort of here doing nothing at the moment. And that is that. Over at the copper mine, it's pretty much normal. I'm just going to let you go past. There we go. It's pretty much normal. Things are, as you can see, piling up. We've got still a decent amount of this mine left. You'll notice there's guys around there. I'll get to them later. They're not really bothering me, though, at the moment, so we'll leave them. Yeah, so you'll notice the majority of this mine, it's about half, 2/3 empty, probably. I don't know. Yeah. So we're going to have to set up a new copper mine at some point, but yeah. And you'll notice we've also got the belt saturator right here also. So that's pretty much that. So if we head back, where do I want to go now? Probably over to the other side of the base. I'm going to grab my car so we can move around this area faster and show you guys what's up. So, let's just head over here. There we go. And we're just going to head over this way. Just over here. There we go. You'll notice that we have more accumulators now. And if we head this way more, we have, first off, a defense system here. I've cleared out all this area, and we've got some more solar panels. Now, the reason I cleared out this area we're going to discuss a little bit later in the episode, hopefully. But we'll get to that. And you'll notice that we've got these little places here. They are like little defense stations that sit around and yeah, defend the area. So I've actually done a bit of stuff, and if we take a look at our blueprint book, you'll notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different blueprints to use. So I'm going to go through each of them now. I'm just going to go back to a place where it's a little bit light. There's like a bit of light, so we're going to head over here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, the first one, I guess, would be this. Yeah, there we go. This one. This is when I am attacking bases. Throw this down. I guess I need turrets in my inventory, so I'll grab some of those. There we go. And those guys go out, place them down, and now that is our way of defeating bases. It'll just kill the base. We'll demonstrate that later. I think we'll kill 1 or 2 bases on camera today. And then the second blueprint we've got is the defense station that I was showing you guys before. So that just goes like that. I don't have walls in my inventory, but yeah. So we can just break that down. But it would place the walls also. And it's got some lights in there, and that's what I have set up. If you look, I've got one set up there, 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 there. There, 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 there. And I think that's it. Unless I didn't cover that one. There's also one there. Okay. Also, while I'm on the screen, you might notice that we have more area that's been scouted out. That's because I now have a radar here. It's somewhere around here. And a radar here. And that's just so that I can see. Because you can only see movement when the radar is picking it up, or when you're close enough to the point where your square picks up the movement. So yeah, basically, if we put radars everywhere, we should be able to see any movement coming through the bases. These bases actually don't have much movement going on, but they could. So that's why we got the radar set up, and it allowed our area field of view to actually expand quite a bit, which is nice, because now I have knowledge, for example, of you know, maybe some of this oil down here. I think that was, oh no, that wasn't visible before, so I know that oil's there now and stuff like that. Okay, so next blueprint we've got is the wall blueprint. So this is just a early concept design of the wall that I want to build around this entire area. I want to go up, I want to defeat some bases, and I want to throw a wall basically around my whole original square. So from here up, across, down to the lake, and then down here across, use that lake and stuff like that. And that's one of the things I want to do, probably this episode, in fact, if we've got time. So continuing on, we've got the advanced wall, which is the one I actually want to build. I'm not going to place this down because I know I don't have the resources for it with me currently. But you can see it's got accumulators and solar panels on it. Now, the ratio of accumulators to solar panels is about as close as I could get it in this amount of space. And we can just use these to tile along our area. And yeah, so that should make building out a wall pretty easy. And it's going to give us some power too. Okay, continuing on, we've got the defense station here, which is just a larger defense station, just for like doors and stuff. I don't know. I just built it because why not have a backup blueprint for that? And then we've got the solar panel blueprint, which is the one I used to build out the solar panel array, and the accumulator blueprint, which is what I used to build out the accumulator array. And I think that's it. Yes, it is. Okay. And yeah, those are all the blueprints. So, now that we have said blueprints, we need to put them to use. And, like I was saying, the first thing I want to do is, I've got all the materials here, or I have a decent amount of materials. I want to go out, destroy some bases, and build out a wall, which I'm going to do most of it off camera, but we're going to take out a few bases on camera. So first off, let's head back. I have one more thing I think I want to show you guys before I go off and do that, so that we can get some more area covered. So let's just head back here for now. If we head down here, you can see that steel production has been moved from over there to over here, just because I needed more room, because we were running out of steel, so now we got more steel. And you'll also notice a new block here, and that is the beacon. So the beacon, what it does is transmits the effects that it currently has, and it transmits them to nearby blocks or machines. So it has a pretty small radius, so it's hitting these 3 furnaces. And you can see I've got 2 speed module 1s in there, and what it does is it actually transmits half of the card, so it transmits plus 10 speed and plus 25 energy consumption, but I just doubled that, so it's basically acting as if it was transmitting 1 speed module, but it's transmitting it to 3 blocks, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I've also got a little area down here, and this is just crafting up fast transport belts because I'm going to need them a little bit in the future. And finally, I think I want to talk quickly, actually I'm going to talk one more thing after this, but first off, we're using oil pretty much for solid fuel right now, and really we aren't using coal that much, and I don't think there's really a big difference between burning coal and burning solid fuel. Solid fuel just lasts longer, but I don't think there's an actual efficiency boost or anything, so we have a lot of coal. I think we should start actually using it. So I think at some point I'm going to sort of convert stuff, probably during the big spring cleaning thing I'm going to do probably next episode, which you guys will have to stay tuned for. I think I'm going to convert all that stuff over, and hopefully everything will work a little bit better. So let's go and let's destroy one base, and then we'll make some stuff, and we'll start building out. So I guess it's dark right now, but that's not that big of a deal. Actually, it is kind of a big deal. So maybe I'll wait till morning, and then we'll kill a base. Okay, we're gonna take out the few bases up here. You can see there's about 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna take them out quickly. They shouldn't take too long to be killed. They aren't that big. So let's grab a few materials. We're gonna need some laser turrets. We're gonna need, actually that should be it. We just need laser turrets. So we're gonna switch and we're gonna grab our blueprint for defeating bases. I'm gonna need to bring some power up here first, so that might be a good option. We'll do that. And you know what, we'll start building our defenses right here, just in case, just so that if anything comes and starts attacking like that, there we go, they're going to start being taken down pretty quickly. Yeah, they're going to come after me a bit. Yeah, they're well, that's one down. There we go. Are you going to fix that? Good. Okay. Okay, there we go. Once you get past the main Russia guys, it's pretty much smooth sailing from there, and we can just do that. That guy's going to shoot at my guys, but that's not that big of a deal. We lost 2 of them, whatever. Oh no, we lost 1 of them. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. I've still got extra construction robots. We're doing fine. Okay, so that base is pretty much gone. We got 1 small worm up there, so I think I'll just throw that down again. There we go. What blew up that time? I guess nothing. I don't know. Maybe another construction robot? I don't know. Construction robots blow up pretty easily. Here, I'm gonna wait for those guys to be taken down. There we go. And we'll just throw that down. There we go. So you're gonna start taking down the base. Okay, we're gonna move closer. There we go. Again, my robots are gonna take a little bit of damage, but it's not that big of a deal, so just let them take a bit of damage, take down the base. That's actually a huge base up there. I didn't even notice that. We'll move closer again. There we go. And there we go. So those guys are now down. Why didn't... Oh, am I out of medium electric poles? That's not good. Okay, let's collect all this. Collect all that. So I'm going to collect all this stuff and then probably take down these bases too. And then I'll be back when it's time to start building the wall. Although I guess I should mention, first off, I believe this is how it works, how the game works. But how I think it works is... The way bases come into existence is you have other bases that I believe are at least 7 chunks away. I think if I hit F4, no, I need F5. There we go. You can see this grid pops up, and now I have this set up. This is the chance that a new base will spawn. So you can see that, for example, places like this, there's a pretty good chance a new base will spawn, whereas places like this, where there's already a base there, there's a very low chance of a new base spawning. And so that grid is just, it's a debug feature, but we don't need to worry too much about that. Basically, those circles that you saw are like chunks. And a creature from one base, I believe, is allowed to go 7 chunks, and anywhere within that 7 chunks, if they send a scout out, like a... I don't know, I guess they can send out scouts. This is all me reading up on like the wiki and stuff. They send out a scout, and if that scout finds a suitable chunk, they will set up a new base, and that'll spawn the base there. So I think building the wall and keeping all the guys out should stop them from being able to get into my base at all. If it doesn't, though, then we're gonna have to change tactics. But if we wall everything off and keep all the guys out, we might be good. So yeah, that is the plan as of right now. Okay guys, I'm about to hook up the first set of wall. So let's hook it up. This is a pretty good occasion. So just gonna do that. There we go. And we can see we've got the accumulators, we've got the solar panels, and we are now hooked up back to the base. So, where is this currently? Well, this is out at the lake over here. So I'm going to build down. I've got to clear out all these bases. I'm going to clear down probably to around here. Might clear out that base. Go across, hit this lake, go all the way across, and then head up. And then head up. Maybe I want to go out a decent amount this way. Probably encapsulate this copper field. That'll probably be around where, and then like turn here and go across and come back down and hook back up to the lake. So that's my plan. Not going to do it all on camera, but we're going to do a little bit more on camera. We're going to do just a few more pieces. That's not what I wanted to do. Crap. I screwed it up. No, no, no. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. There we go. It all lines up, so just like that. And just all lines up. Look at that. That is pretty awesome. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna keep hooking this stuff up. It's a pretty good system too. It won't automatically repair itself. I might want to do something where I hook up roboports along the edge of this area, but I'll do that afterwards. And the roboports will have construction robots, and then they can repair the walls and turrets. And perhaps, hopefully, these solar panels don't get destroyed. I hope that doesn't become an issue. But it shouldn't be. So, yeah, we got power. We got a lot of power. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna keep hooking this stuff up. I'm gonna keep taking down bases, and then we will hopefully be back once that is all done. Okay guys, so after many hours of work, this is where we are finally at. If we just take a zoom out, the wall is complete. The whole wall is complete. There's no gaps. I mean, there's the lake and stuff, but nothing can get across that, so we're good. And we're using both a lot of power and we're making a lot of power. If we take a look at our power, we can see that we're using 42.7 megawatts, using 1.7k laser turrets, and that's just when they're idle. That's not even when they're like attacking anything. So that's a lot of power right off the bat. However, we also have a large number of accumulators, and we've got a large number of solar panels to hopefully support that. You can see the accumulators are dropping down, but they should come back up pretty soon. Yeah, solar panels going to start going up. Accumulator power is going to drop down. We might need a few more accumulators because you can never have too many accumulators, but I think we are able to survive the night right now. Yeah. Eventually the solar panels are going to get high enough to the point where it's going to stop using accumulators and refill them, and we're all good. And I believe the system is properly set up, which is good. You can also see that we now have 23 radars, so that's more than the one we used to have, and the 3 we had before, with one down there, one there, and one here. Because now what we have is if we take a look, you can see we've got one there, we've got one there, we've got one there, and we've got one there. Yeah, I think right there. And that creates a grid system across this whole area. And now we can see exactly what's happening in all these different areas, which is pretty sweet. The only place we can't see is over here, because it's kind of not in the right area. But that also expanded out the area that we can see and view, and we can now detect, like for example, that there's a lot of oil up there, or a lot of oil over there. It really is just oil mainly, but something else I did notice, if we take a look right here, actually it looks like it's kind of fixed itself, but not really. You can see it kind of looks like chunks and stuff were just cut off. Like there's a line drawn across here and down here. Doesn't that kind of look like it was just cut off all the way down? I don't know. I think it's something to do with the fact that I only had up to this area or whatever generated before the game updated, and now it's like that. I don't know, but I noticed that, and that's kind of weird. But anyway, guys, that is all we're gonna do for this episode. I know it was mostly off-camera work, but I don't have enough time to do anything else. So we're gonna come back next episode, and we're gonna do something pretty cool with all this new space that we currently have. We've got copper deposits and iron deposits, and we've got enough stuff in here to last us for a little while. Oil is sort of one of those things where it's like we don't exactly have a lot of it, but we can get to it. That's not too far. We just gotta get through this beast of a base. I don't even know how this spawned, but that's crazy. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you guys this episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoyed, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future uploads. Well, I guess, and if you're subscribing and you don't want to miss future uploads, you might as well also join the notification squad, hit the bell, and that'll make sure you don't miss any other uploads too. Subscribe, notification squad, like, that's all I got. So, Ferb7001 signing off. See you guys in the next video.